The Sicilian defense Tamanov variation Bastrikov variation appears on the board as Gonzalez Arroyo and Fernandez Hernandez battle it out in LXX Campeonato Abierto Mexicano Queretaro 2025 International Ronda 5. On E4. On C5. Knight F3. On E6. On D4. On takes D4. Knight takes D4. Knight C6. Knight C3. We are now in the Sicilian defense Tamanov variation Bastrikov variation. Queen C7. On G3. On A6. Bishop G2. Knight F6. King castled kingside. Bishop E7. Rook E1. King castled kingside. Knight B3. On D6. On H3. On B5. On A4. Gonzalez Arroyo is planning to play. On E5. Knight D5. On takes D6. Bishop takes D6. On takes B5 and seizes the initiative. On B4 played by Fernandez Hernandez. Threatening pawn takes C3. Knight A2 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Rook D8 it is novelty move. Bishop F4. On E5. Threatening pawn takes F4. Bishop G5 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Bishop E6. Queen D2. On D5. Fernandez Hernandez is looking to play. Knight takes E4. Bishop takes E4. On takes E4 and dominate the board. Bishop takes F6 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. On takes E4. Queen E3. Gonzalez Arroyo is looking to play. Bishop takes E7. Knight takes E7. Bishop takes E4 and seizes the initiative. Bishop takes F6 played by Fernandez Hernandez. Knight C5. Gonzalez Arroyo intends to play. Knight takes E6. On takes E6. Queen takes E4 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop D5 played by Fernandez Hernandez. Knight takes E4. Bishop E7. On C3. Queen B7. Fernandez Hernandez's idea is to play. On F5. Rook ED1. Bishop takes E4. Bishop takes E4. On takes E4 and secure a stronghold in the game. On G4 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. On B3. Threatening pawn takes A2. Knight C1 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Knight A5. Knight D3. Threatening knight takes E5. Knight C4 played by Fernandez Hernandez. Threatening knight takes E3. Queen G3 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Queen C7. Rook E2. Bishop B7. Fernandez Hernandez is preparing to play. Rook AC8. Rook AE1. Bishop F8. On G5. Rook D7. Knight C1. Rook B8 and increase their advantage significantly. On G5 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. King H8 take a moment to spot the best move for Gonzalez Arroyo. Knight D2 is logical continuation as Bishop takes G2. Queen takes G2. Rook a c8. Knight takes c4. Queen takes c4. Rook takes e5 position is equal. Let's proceed to the main line. King h8. Hernandez wants to play. On f5. On takes f6. On takes f6. Knight g5. On takes g5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Bishop takes b7. Rook a b8 and take decisive advantage. Knight e1 is not the best move played by Gonzalez Arroyo. On f5. On takes f6. On takes f6. Queen h4. Rook g8. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Gonzalez Arroyo. Knight takes f6 is the right idea because Rook g7. Queen h6. Rook d8. King h1. Bishop takes g2 check. Knight takes g2. Still Gonzalez Arroyo is losing. Let's go to the main variation. Rook g8. Hernandez is looking to play. On f5. Knight f6. Rook g7. Queen h6. Bishop takes g2. Knight takes g2. Queen c6. Queen takes g7 check. King takes g7 and gain a significant edge. Queen h5 is not the best move played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Rook a f8. Knight g3. On f5. Bishop takes b7. Queen takes b7. King h2. On e4. On f4. Bishop d6. Hernandez intends to play. Bishop takes f4. King h1. Bishop takes g3. Rook g2. Knight e5. Rook d1. On e3. King g1. Queen b6. King f1 and establish a winning position. Knight g2 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Queen d7. Rook d1. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Hernandez. Rook takes g3 is the right idea because King takes g3. Bishop takes f4 check. Knight takes f4. Rook g8 check. Knight g6 check. Rook takes g6 check. Hernandez have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main game. Hernandez is preparing to play. Bishop c7. Rook ae1. Queen d3. Knight f1. Queen f3 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook d1 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Queen e6 slightly worse move played by Hernandez. Hernandez is planning to play. Rook g6. Rook d4. Rook h6. Queen g5. Bishop e7. Queen takes h6. Queen takes h6 and dominate the board. Rook d4 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Rook g6. Hernandez is looking to play. Rook h6. Queen g5. Bishop e7. Queen takes h6. Queen takes h6 and gain a significant edge. Knight h4 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Threatening knight takes g6 check. Rook h6 played by Hernandez. Threatening rook takes h5. Queen g5 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Threatening knight takes f5. Bishop e7 played by Hernandez. Hernandez considers playing. Bishop takes g5. Knight g2. Rook takes h3 check. King g1. Rook takes g3. King h2. Queen g8. Pawn takes g5. Rook takes g5 and seizes the initiative. Queen takes h6 played by Gonzalez Arroyo. Queen takes h6. Knight takes f5. Rook takes f5. Gonzalez Arroyo fought hard but ultimately had to concede defeat.